All right, Coach. Game 2 in the books.
Yep.
Didn't go the way you guys wanted to go, and this is something we talked about in the pregame about being out rebounded. Do you really think that is one of the factors today?
That I thought we really rushed. I mean, we had a nice lead early in the game. I think 13-6, and we were taking better shots, and we really controlled the tempo. And then I think, as the half went on, it became more and more their tempo, and we really started forcing and rushing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was even 3 points with 2 minutes to go in the half, and then we let 4 stinky basket points, so it was 7, and it was hard to come back from that, and we really struggled with that. And then I think we just got tired, and they started to make sure they're 7 for 11 from 3, and they're good players, they're good shooters. I mean, listen, they make shots. I mean, and obviously we play a lot of zone, and they run a great zone stuff, and so we're gonna get back, and we'll get better. I still saw some positives today. I really did. And I thought some of the girls really stepped up. I thought Alicia had a good game, and we need that, and we'll be fine. I'm not discouraged at all. I thought the girls really gave an effort and tried to do what we asked them to do. They tried, they didn't try correctly, and that's my job to get them to understand a little more what we need to do.
Just looking at the way that Villanova, the first up to the immediate timeout, coach takes all 5 players out. And I think that kind of maybe woke some of the players up. Then they started shooting from the outside and doing a lot of passes and a lot of reverses and throwing a lot of high passes that I think some of your girls kind of got a little confused about. Do you think that maybe threw them off at a little bit?
Well, one of the things, they run their zone offense is so great. Obviously, he has an offensive tape. So
yeah.
But they're so strong that they can skip the ball so hard across the court. And on our level, the kids aren't as strong or as big. And his guards are all 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", and yesterday, as you could see, Chris was shooting over guards with no problem, and Demiki can get to the basket anytime she wants against kids that size. But against 6'1", 6'2", it was a big thing. I mean, they had 4 blocks on us, and they probably altered 6 more. So I think that was it. They were able to skip the ball and move the ball against our zone a lot faster than most other teams will.
Just talking about Alicia, being a Philly kid playing against a team from Philadelphia, to have a career high, and only her second game, but showed a lot of, positive stuff. I think that was one of the most positive things that came out of this game too, was the way she played.
Yeah, and I think I was speaking to her. I just think she needed one good game to get herself going. I think now hopefully she'll play under control and do some good things, and I think we'll able to just grow from there and do those things. But like I said, I saw some positives coming out of this. You're going to take a team like Villanova that's going to finish in the top 7 or 8 of the Big East, and with a young team playing zone, which isn't really what you want to play against them, there were positives. We got to also shoot the ball. If we shot the ball well in the first half, I think we only shot 38%. If we shot 45% like we could have with those shots, we're up 4 or 5 in the half, and then it might be a little different.
Now just thinking about it, do you think if you would have, we talked about this in the pregame, had only 24 hours to look at them, do you think if maybe you guys had them a day or 2 later or so, it could have been a little bit different?
Maybe, but I don't think at this stage they're in a very experienced team. I mean, they have so many kids back. I don't think at this stage we're inexperienced. I think we're still learning. I would like to hope later on in the year we could be, in the game longer and more competitive with them. But they're a good basketball team, and they're well coached, and they're going to win a lot of games. And I think we have our good team that wants to become very good, but we have a lot to still work on. But I was happy with the girls because they still tried to do what we asked them to do for the most part.
Tuesday's going to come around really quickly against Bryant, and you guys have tomorrow and a little bit of Monday before you head back up there. Do you guys need a little bit of a cooling period? You got 2 games in, or like we said in the pregame, you just get it back, get it going 1, 2, 3.
I think the girls would play right now. I think they're frustrated. I think they're annoyed. I think they're feel they're a better basketball team than how they showed today, and they are. But a lot of that credit goes to Villanova for making us not look as good, and I think we want to play. So, Bryant's a good team. We've got to be ready for them. They're going to do some things differently, but they're also probably going to have kids our size as well, and hopefully that shoot as well. So we'll see. It'll be a good challenge for us on the road, and the schedule's put together for these reasons.